right. So it takes a minute to get everything set up, and we don't have a ton of time. The Pens with the puck in the Lion end. It's Goldberg behind the cage. He moves it to Hasenkope. Hasenkope looks to stop and throw it to the middle. It comes out to Ulowitz at the point. Ulowitz for Kumnik. 3 Lions on him. Kumnik around all 3, playing it deep for Hasenkope. He'll go into the corner to get it. Played back to the point and just past the stick of Kumnik. Ulowitz back to get control. Zachi as well there. Bit of a misplay. Pops free to Kumnik on the rush as a defenseman. He's in the right wing side around a defender. He's got 3 Penguins at the net. A centering pass to Hasenkope. He's unable to get the shot on net, and back come the Lions. Cut off at the blue line nicely by Ulowitz. He plays it to Kumnik. Kumnik around a defender, centering pass. Hops over the stick of Zachi. The Pens forwards need to cover for Kumnik when he takes it on the rush. As in come the Lions. A shot from outside, gloved by the squish tender, held on to in a defensive zone draw for the Pens. The Pens forward need to read that play. When Kumnik has the puck deep in the offensive zone, one of those forwards has to back off. All 3 going to the net. We'll get a line change for the Pens. Looks like Lohr and Stillwagon on D. Goldberg, Straub, and Avolia back at forward. Looks like maybe we're missing someone. I think the Pens are without Palladino today, perhaps. I don't see him on the bench. So it looks like they'll go with 6 forwards, so 2 full forward lines for the Pens. There's some tired offensive players by the end of this one. Avolia up the right wing side. He goes around the defender, pulls it back in front, tries to shoot. That puck goes wide of the net. Pressure coming from Goldberg, but out come the Lions. Avolia stops that breakout attempt. Then the Pens turn it back into the Lions zone. Puck comes to Stillwagon, who fires one from outside. That just misses the net, and it'll be Straub to it. Straub plays it into the corner. The Lions go D to D, wrapping it around. It'll come up for, looks like Stillwagon again at the blue line. Around one defender, but turned back over. It'll be Goldberg into the offensive zone. He plays it to Straub. Straub back to Goldberg. It's in his feet. He gathers the puck, looks to center, sends it back towards Straub. That's broken up and sent to the point. Lohr there. Lohr fires one in from the point. Deflection attempt by Goldberg sent just wide, but he'll gather it in behind the net, coming from behind, looking out in front, finding Avolia. One shot. There's 2, and it's sent just a bit outside. Straub with some pressure. Goldberg comes away with it. Hit shot off the post. And Big Ben strikes 1 for the Penguins. Back come the Lions through center. Around 1, the stick of Straub there. Goldberg turns it back the other way. He's in a 1-on-2. He's around 1 defender. He's around 2 defenders. In by himself. Flicks it into the top corner. A little sniper Rooney over the glove hand side. They give the Penguins the early lead in this one. 7:23 to play in period number 1. And we get Goldberg with a goal. A little sniper Rooney over the glove hand side. They give the Penguins the early lead in this one. 7:23 to play in period number 1. And Baru the forwards. Pegley and Kumnik your D pair. The Pens lead 1-0. The Lions up to the blue line and sending it in behind the Penguins' net. Kumnik back to get it. He turns away from trouble, plays it up the wall, looking for Hasenkope and finds him. He comes off the wall and finds Pegley. Pegley out the center, has a guy in front, looks for Zachi. It's off his stick and into the corner. Baru chases it down in the right wing corner. He wraps in behind the net. Pressure from the Lions behind. Played out towards the point man Pegley, cut off by a Lion, and out they come. Looks like a 2-on-2, a round 1 Penguin defender. Fought off by Kumnik and following on Pegley. Pegley falls, but Zachi back to gain control. He'll look to start a breakout. Throwing it into the middle, a dangerous spot there. But the Pens able to overcome and get it out the center. Baru's up ice. Hasenkope finds him. He's on sides. He's into the zone. He takes a whack from behind. The first save stopped by the netminder. The second one also as Baru goes into the net, dislodging it, and we'll have a face-off. So we added a couple whistles and a bell here with the instant replay. Hopefully we get to bring a bunch of those to you today. 1-0 Pens lead, 6:18 to play in the period. Goldberg with the faceoff, won by the Lions. It's back to Stillwagon at the point. He controls and he'll send it deep. Avolia in to get that on the left wing side. He looks to center to Goldberg. It's off his skate and cleared just out of the zone by the Erie Lions. Back to get it, Ulowitz. He'll snap it D to D for Stillwagon. Stillwagon looks to break out up for Avolia. He's cut off by a Lion and in they come. Ulowitz gets back to cover that play up. He'll turn out of trouble. Played up the half wall looking for Avolia, cut off at the blue line and sent back in behind the Penguin net. Strawby with it on the right wing side. He'll try that way. He'll play it up, but no further than the point. Kept in by the Lions. Trouble for the Pens here as they try to get out of their own end. Poking at it. Ulowitz, it pops free. Squish tender with a big save. Stillwagon comes out with it. He looks to run the breakout. Gets it up and over the blue line. And the Lions will play it in offsides. So the Pens able to take the heat out of a hot kitchen there and get a face-off at neutral ice. They'll get a line change, and it'll be the Zachi, Hassenkope, Baru line. Lore and Pegley, your D pair. Lorzy spins in his own end. Plays it nicely off the wall for Zachi. And back in offside go the Lions. Speaking of Lions, a shout out to everybody in the Big Ten for beating Penn State this year. Over and over again. As I say it with my pit mask on. Lion player down and injured. He's able to make his way to the bench, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off again. Erie in black jerseys with white shoulders and a bright orange Lions crest on the front. Black pants, black socks with orange and white striping, and black helmets. Your Pens lead today will wear gold jerseys with the Penguin logo emblazoned on the chest. Black pants with gold stripes, gold socks with black stripes, and those iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Maddox Pegley keeping the puck in at the point. It's Hassenkope on the left wing circle. He fires one at the net. That's off the netminder into the right wing corner. Zachi with a stick lift there. It's worked by the Lions, but no further than the point man Lore. He shoots it off his own player, Hassenkope. His second attempt gets into the middle, but cleared nicely by the Lions. It'll be Lore back to get it. He's unable to get control, sends it in behind his own net. And back come the Pens. Pegley up for Baru. He chips it off a wall. Following on Zachi. He's got a cannon. He fires from outside. Puck played nicely in behind by the Erie netminder. Hassenkope comes out from behind the net. Zachi gets there and flips it back for Hassenkope. He'll turn out of the corner. A stick of a Lion gets in the way. Sends it back to that right wing corner for Zachi. Zachi wins a battle. Looks to center. Pops free to a Lion. Pressure from Hassenkope. The Lions are able to clear the zone. It comes to Kumnik. Austin Kumnik on the left defensive point. He's around one. Tries to go around two. Loses control, but it's right to Baru. Baru in, firing off the glove hand side. From a sharp angle there, Baru. Back come the Lions. Erie out through center. Kumnik there to pressure. Erie plays it up to the right wing side. Hassenkope back to get it. Something happening with the feed here. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't need it because I got rid of the thing that does it. But we're going to go radio silent here for a second. We'll leave the game on in the background. I got to fix something on the feed. Otherwise, just tap that every once in a while anyway. All right, we're back. The Pens are in offsides. 2:24 to play. 1-0. Pens lead Erie. Here from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex, Granbury Township, Pennsylvania. The Goldberg-Avolia Straub line on the ice. Stillwagon back to get it on D. He's got Ulowitz as his partner, and Ulowitz will pull the puck up for Brody Straub. He's around one, chips it forward to Goldberg. Nice lead pass there. Goldberg into the Erie zone, though. Call offsides. That's a difficult call there. He looked to be pretty onside to me, but nonetheless, we'll face it off at center ice and do it again, folks. Face-off win by the Pens, but Avola turns right into an Erie player who comes in. Knocked down on the play by Lohr. Lohr plays it back for Stillwagon. Stillwagon runs the breakout towards Goldberg. He chips it up past the defender to Ty Avola. Avolia into the Erie zone. Chips it into the right wing corner. Erie cycles back to the left wing side. Played past Stillwagon at the point, but Goldberg there nicely covering for the D. He runs into a Lion. It's a lot of humanity right there running into each other. Avolia battling for the puck. He's in up the right wing side. He's got Brody Straub slapping his stick in the, looking for a centering pass. Erie cuts it off, plays it up, a hit in the corner, and down, there's a Penguin down on the ice. I believe that's Ty Avolia. He got hit pretty heftily in the corner there on replay. No call. Driven into the boards a bit. Tended to by Coach Nooch. And Ty Avolia will be up. Looks to be okay. Good news for the Penguins. So we're going to see Baru, Zachi, and Hassenkope with Pegley and Kumnick on defense. Pens win the draw. Hassenkope in the left wing side. Pressure coming from Zachi as well. The Lion defense there. It's worked to Zachi. Zachi off a Lion to Pegley. Pegley throws the backhander into the middle. Cut off by Erie, and back they come. They're around one. Back checking Baru. Breaks the play up. Sends it into the Penguins' end for Kumnick. Kumnick spins out of the corner nicely. He's got the skate of Baru. It's off his skate to a defender. But Kumnick able to work it to center. Hassenkope's got half a step, and he's got Baru with him. He looks to throw it, hopefully back door, but he's cut off by the stick of the Lion defender. He'll shoot one in on net, and that'll find the 5-hole and give the Pens a 2-0 lead with 25 seconds to play. Andrew Hassenkope from the left wing side. He tried to center to Baru earlier, but it was cut off by an Erie defender. He was able to regather the puck. I forgot to throw the replay up. My fault, guys. He was able to regather the puck. Send it 5-hole on the netminder. And with 25 to play in period number 1, it's 2-0 Pens. Zachi wins the draw back to Hassenkope. He stick handles into the offensive zone. On the left wing side, pulls up. It's worked deeper down the left wing side. Hassenkope and 3 Lions there. Worked out to the point to Pegley. Pegley winds and shoots just wide off the stick of Zachi, looking for a deflection. Goes to the right wing side. Only 2 seconds left here in the period. That horn will signify the end of the first period of play. 2-0 Penn.
Here's the lineup for your 2011 Penn's Elite.
Number 1, Squishy Evans, St. Killian's Parish School.
Number 12, Maddox Pegley, Todd Wayne Elementary. Number 14, Grayson Baru, and I go to Elwood City School District.
Number 21, Ty Avoya, Fort Charlie Elementary. My number's 24. My name is Andrew Hazelcoat, and I go to Mars Elementary. 28, Hunter Stillwagon, West Mifflin School District.
Number 34, Austin Tunick, Hayden Elementary.
47, Isaac Helsel, Knox School.
Number 58, Boyden Yolitz from McCormick Elementary.
Number 61, Ryan Moore, Hayden Elementary.
Number 63, Brody Straub, Avalon Elementary.
I'm number 83, Lucas Ashley, and I go to Mars Area School District.
Number 89, Philip Palladino, J.H. Brooks Elementary.
97, Nathan Goldberg, Penn Trafford.
A little sniper Rooney over the glove hand side. They give the Penguins the early lead in this one. 7:23 to play in period number 1. And we get Goldberg with a goal. We are back to live action here at UPMC after player introductions. Pens with an offensive zone draw, won cleanly by Goldberg past the defenseman Stillwagon. He goes D to Ulowitz. Reverses the angle of attack, plays it up for Straub. He backs into the zone and able to get it deep into the Erie right wing side. On the puck, Avolia and Straub. Goes past Straub, stick to Ulowitz. Ulowitz looking for Goldberg backdoor. It hops just over his twig. Goldberg plays it back to Stillwagon. He plays it back for Goldberg. The Pens have numbers now. 2 Lions at center ice. Played for Straub. It's off his stick. He centers one. That's unable to get through. The Lions were able to recover. They've got 5 guys deep in the zone now. That played off the body of Straub to Ulowitz. Able to keep it in at the blue line. Turning it there. Straub back in. Goldberg will give chase. Pressure from Goldberg forces the turnover to the blue line. Ulowitz, he sends one in towards the net. Cut off by Goldberg. His shot off the pad. Avolia there. That shot in on the netminder. It's still loose. Comes free to Goldberg. He'll shoot. Blocked by a defender. Still free. Finally cleared by the Erie D. Down goes Stillwagon at the blue line, but able to keep it in. And we'll have a hand pass on the Penguins. And we'll bring the faceoff back out to neutral ice. Some quality chances inside for the Penguins, unable to beat the netminder from Erie. Faceoff won by Zachi. Back to Pegley. Pegley finds Baru. He's in the left wing side. He'll center for Zachi. Backdoor. Backhander sent just high and wide. A centering pass off the foot of Hassenkope, who goes down on the play. Works back to the point for Lohr. Lohr sends it in for Zachi. 2 Penguins in front. Another centering pass. This one off the side of the cage. Pens applying a good bit of pressure here. It's worked back, but no further than Pegley, who keeps it in at the point. His shot deflected to the right wing side. Now it's Lohr's turn to keep at the blue line. He'll send one in towards the net. Baru gets there. He spins out of the corner, centers one off a skate and just past Hassenkope, falling to the ice. Played up and out of the zone by Erie, collected by Pegley. Maddox Pegley turns it to his partner, Lohr. Lohr works it up nicely on the breakout to Zachi. Zachi finds Hassenkope. Hassenkope has Baru, and a shot there by Hassenkope, again falling to the ice. It's loose in front, sent towards the net by Zachi. Hassenkope whacks at it. It's on the goal line, and it is no goal. Hasenkope disagrees, but it's the referee's opinion that counts. Penguins with a 2-0 chance there. And the netminder comes up big again. 9:20 to play in the period. Goldberg on the draw, wins it towards Straub. Straub turns out of the corner, brought on by a Lion. Cut off by Goldberg, back for Straub. He plays it in behind the net. Avolia there. He'll take a Lion down in behind the net, no call. Pressure from the Pens here, played up to the point man, Ulowitz. His shot deflected out front and trickles just wide of the cage. Another breakout attempt by the Lions. This one cut off by Kumnik, who sends it back in front. Avolia tries to deflect that unsuccessfully. Played into the left wing corner for Goldberg's pressure. He works it up towards Ulowitz. It sneaks out just past the line to Kumnik. And the Pens will be offside. Goldberg to take the draw. The Lions getting their 5th player on the ice. Face off at center. Goldberg wins it into the Lion end. Turning with it, a Lion defender. Lurking to break out, the stick of Avolia in the way. Straube gets there. Straube into the middle. His backhander, a high lofting backhander, gobbled up by the Erie netminder. Nice shot from out on top of the circles from 63 Straub. Goldberg to take the faceoff. Wins it to Straub on the right side. Pops free, and Goldberg will fire from outside. That deflected in front by Avola, just wide. Avola after the puck. Sent up to the point man, Stillwagon. He keeps it at the blue line for a second. Still in the Erie zone. They're able to clear it. Skating back to it will be the defenseman, Lohr. He'll turn out of trouble there and play it up the wall to Straub. Off his stick to Avolia. Avolia has Goldberg. If he sees him, he's got him. He fires across to him, and Goldberg on the backhand, unable to get it on net. Nice look by Avolia there, coming up the right wing side. Puck loose now on the left wing side. Goldberg actually turns his stick over to play it deeper. Interesting strategy there, Cotton. Avolia from behind the net tries the wraparound. No one there. He'll get to it again. Nice battle level from Avolia. His shot off the netminder and covered. With 7:31 to play in the second period, your Pens lead 2-0. Pens will get a line change. Zachi, Hasenkope, and Baru. Hegley and Kumnik, your D pair. Zachi with the draw to wins it to Kumnik. His shot from the point, deflected out front and just catches the shoulder of the goalie. Centering pass from Zachi goes the whole way past Hasenkope. Kumnik will follow on. Hasenkope covering the point man. Nice job there. They talked about that on the bench, I'm sure. Great job there by Hasenkope. Puck pops free. It'll be Kumnik getting to it again. He'll turn and fire. Switching with Hasenkope. In behind the net, Kumnik. I'm sorry, that's Baru. Baru tripped up. The Pens get control. They're going to head to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play now. With 6:50 to play, period. Number 2. A tripping call on the Lions in behind the net. We'll put a 2-minute power play on the board. 6:50 to play, period number 2. Your Pens up 2-0 to Love. Where's tennis? Pens will leave Zachi, Hasenkope, and Baru out with Ulowitz and Stillwagon. The Lions win the draw in behind their own cage. They look to break out. The pressure from Zachi Forces it to halt there in the left wing corner. Played up to Baru. Baru around one. He's got a lane. He cocks and fires just wide. Ulowitz playing it for Zachi. Zachi without a stick. And out of the zone come the Lions. Back checking Baru. Coming back to cut the play off. The stick is still wagging there as well. Ulowitz will turn it into the offensive. He'll play it up to the wing. I guess you have to hit that one. I don't know. That gets rid of the stuff, but it's supposed to keep it from turning off, but I don't know. Just hit the button every once in a while, I guess. Some camera issues we're working on. Goldberg to take the draw at center. Pens still with 1:21 on the power play. 6:10 in the period. Neutral zone draw. Won by the Lions. And they clear their own end. Pressure from Pagley. Pagley stops it at the center ice half wall. Turned back the other way by Avolia. Chip but no further than Goldberg, who plays it back up for Avolia. He nicely has it off of his skate. He tries to backhand it towards Goldberg, but it's just behind him. Back come the Lions, and they're able to clear the zone. Pagley with the pressure. He clears it up for Goldberg. Avolia behind him. The Pens are looking to gain the zone. It'll be Lohr in on sides up the right wing side. He centers one. Cut off by Erie. Out towards the blue line, stopped by Straub. In off sides is Avolia. He clears the zone, and the Pens will look to get in onside now. Avolia into the right side. He's looking up, and he looks for Goldberg. It's off a stick. It'll come free to Pagley. He'll turn and fire. Popping free to Goldberg. His shot down low, just wide of the cage. Avolia in behind. He comes around, tries another wraparound attempt from behind the net, but the netminder pad there. 8 seconds left on the power play for the Penguins. Offensive zone face-off for Zachi. Tail end of the power play, won by the Lions, and they blaze out the center ice. Cut off by Kumnik. He turns it back the other way. It's off Ulowitz. Ulowitz finds Baru. Baru and Zachi 2-on-1. Off Baru's skate. Picked up by Ulowitz on the left wing side. Centering for Zachi. He's unable to get the shot on net. Deflected by a defender's stick there. Into the corners, Baru. Played for Hassenkope. Hassenkope lofts a backhander in front. Cut down by the Lions. Zachi in behind. 2 players down. Hassenkope down as well. And the Lions will look to break it out. Pressure coming from Hassenkope. Played up but not out. Cut off by Ulowitz right to Baru. Baru in. Firing just high and wide. Zachi to the rebound. He's unable to get it towards the net, and the Lions will look to break out. Zachi able to get a stick on it and send it back to the right wing side, though. Power play is over, but the Pens applying a ton of pressure here in period number 2. Just under 4 minutes to play. Puck to Ulowitz at the blue line. He keeps it in, and Baru will turn out. Left wing side, his shot down low, deflected off of an Erie defender. In on net and stopped nicely by the goalie. Breakout attempt there and sent all the way up ice by Erie. Kumnik will be back to get it. Kumnik turning out of trouble. Oh, but picked off by Erie. His partner Ulowitz back there to cover it up and get it to Goldberg. 3-on-2, actually 4-on-2 for the Pens. Goldberg around one. Looks back door for Straub. It comes free to Avolia, who shoots just wide. Goldberg sends it back in front. No one home. It's about hip high when he got there. Erie works it back out the center. Kumnik in a 1-on-1 here. The Lions come around one, send it in towards Squish. He stops and covers. collision in front of the net, and the Lion goes down there. Squish able to cover off the back wall. 3 minutes left. We'll have a defensive zone draw. 2-0 Pens lead here in period number 2. We'll have Goldberg, Avolia, and Straub. Sent towards the net by the Lions, blocked by Straub. Lohr plays it up. Lohr on defense with Stillwagon. Played up and out of the zone by the Pens. Goldberg and Avolia give chase, have pressure. Avolia just in offsides. He was trying to get back, diving to get back to the blue line, unable to. And the Pens will deploy Zachi, Baru, Hassencote. Stillwagon and Lohr still your D pair. It's into the left wing corner for Baru. He looks to center to Hassencote. That's cut off by the Lions and sent the length of the ice. Not far enough for icing, and Stillwagon will be back to get it. He gets control, looks to break out, and does. Out into this neutral zone for Baru. Baru carries up the right wing side. He's got Hassencote with him. He finds him just behind him and just out of the reach of Zachi. Both guys driving the net there. Zachi turns in the left wing corner, centers for Baru. He forces it towards the net. A nice save by the Erie goalie. Another centering pass. That comes free to Baru. He fires it high and wide. Hassencote plays it off the boards nicely to gain control. Erie's defender pressuring, coming away with it, and we'll have a trip. The Pens will get control, and we'll have our first penalty of the game on Pittsburgh. And they'll head to the penalty kill. 24, Hassencote. Headed for his sin bin selfie with just under 2 minutes to play. 1:59 in period number 2. Should be a neutral ice face-off here, and it will be. The Pens penalty killers will be Goldberg and Avolia. Pegley and Kumnick. The defense. Face-off won by Goldberg, back to Kumnick. He plays it back to Goldberg, and he's in the right side. He'll look and shoot one up high off the netminder. Comes back to the point man, Pegley, unable to stop it at the blue line, and the Pens will be regrouping. Back to Kumnick. He's up the right wing side. The defenseman on the penalty kill, in deep in the offensive zone. He stops and starts. Looks to center. It's cut off by multiple Erie Lions. Kumnick back pressuring. It pops free to an Erie player. And they gain the offensive zone on the power play. Kumnick there to cut that play off, works it up to Avolia. Followed on by Pegley. He's into the offensive zone on the left side. His shot off the netminder, trickling just wide. Pressure from Avolia forces the turnover to Goldberg. He sends it back towards Avolia. And in behind the Erie net, they look to break out the right side. Pressure from Goldberg. Lion runs into the backside of Goldberg, and it pops free to Pegley. Pegley dangles one, unable to dangle two, and the Erie Lions play it back to center for Kumnick. Kumnick gets there. His shot blocked by an Erie forward, or his pass attempt, and it sits near the Penguin blue line for Pegley. Pegley finds Avolia. He's around one. He's in on sides. He's got a step. He's on his backhand. He fires low. Stopped and covered by the Erie netminder. The backhander fending off a defender. Able to get in on net. Try to bring you a replay. He's around one. He's in on sides. He's got a step. He's on his backhand. He fires low. Stopped and covered by the Lion netminder. The backhander fending off a defender. And your Pens penalty killers will switch to Zachi and Straube with Ulowitz and Stillwagon on D. 35 seconds on the penalty kill. 34 on the game clock. Erie will have 1 second left if the Pens are able to kill the rest of the period. 1 second of power play left to start period number 2. It's played up the left wing side, in on sides, a shot from outside, put into a corner by the netminder, squish tender off the blocker. Cleared up but not out by Zachi. Pressure coming from Ulowitz around a Penguin. defender, and a shot sent just wide of squish. Worked out to the point. On the power play here with 1 second left. That shot blocked. And the Pens will have 1 second left on the Hassencope minor for tripping. And a 2-0 lead headed into period number 3. We're going to put 12 minutes on the clock. 1 second left on the Hassencope minor. Pens lead 2-0 here in period number 3. They get their meeting at the bench with the Penguins coaches. Your Penguins are coached. Head coach, Coach Nooch, Eric Adanucci. Also on the bench for the Penguins, Alex Kumnick, Ryan Helsel. Into the Penguins' end come the Lions. Cut off by Lohr, sent to Hassencope out of the sin bin. He's able to get it out over the blue line and work his way towards the Penguins. 2 Penguins up front at the other blue line waiting for him. Gonna cycle back and come in as a team. Behind the defense come the Lions. That shot, nice back check by the Pens defense to send it wide. Into the zone comes Hassencope. Around one, he's got Baru with him, but he finds the back of the net. Glove hand side. He got around a defender. Hassencope able to carry it. Baru with him, but he finds the back of the net. Glove hand side. And he quick tickles the twine. He got around a defender. And gives the Pens a 3-0 lead under a minute into period number 3. That's his second of the game. Goldberg with the other one for the Pens. Goldberg wins the draw. The Lions with it. Hit up to Ulowitz. He plays it up the side to Straub. Sent back by the Lions. And it'll be Ulowitz trying again. He finds Goldberg streaking into the offensive zone. Played up for Straub. Played into the middle. It'll be Goldberg on his backhand. He works it nicely back to the point for a shot from Ulowitz. That sent just past the waving stick of Avolia. The Lions look to break out, but no further than Ulowitz again. But a nice game on the blue line for the Pens. Ulowitz turns it back a third time to Goldberg. He fires. It's off a defender in front. Avolia back in to get it. He's behind the net. Coming low to high are the Pens. Ulowitz, his shot from out front off the stick of Avolia and just wide. Nice puck movement by the Pens there. Pressure coming and Goldberg will come out with it again. He'll look backdoor to Avolia. He's there and just off of his stick and wide. Great feed from Goldberg on that one. Played to the point man Ulowitz. He'll play it back in, but the Lions will finally work it to center. Just under 10 minutes to play in the period. Pens lead 3-0. Kumnick in behind his own net. He looks to break it out. He finds his partner Ulowitz off his stick to the Erie defenseman at the point. That puck sent in, cut off again by Ulowitz. Having a dandy of a shift. He'll feed it up for Goldberg. And Avolia in offsides. .36 to play, neutral ice, face-off coming for the Pens lead. Zachi to center, Baru and Hassencope. Lower up the pressure from the point. Played just past the Pens. forwards to the stick of Stillwagon. He plays it back for Hassencope. And it's finally moved on into the Penn's end by Erie. A pass off the wall, cut off by an Erie forward. He'll drive it towards the net just wide of Squish Tender. Getting to it are the Lions with some pressure. Hassencope there. He chips it forward, looking for Lore. It's sent back into the Penn's end for Stillwagon. He waves at it. Centering pass pops free. Squish there with the pad. Second attempt, blocked out front. Squish is down. It's underneath the line, I believe. The whistle blows, and the Penguins get lucky there. Squish with a nice save with the pad. It was loose in front, but the Pens keep it out of the net, get a whistle, and we'll have a defensive zone draw. Won by the Penguins to Hassencope. Hassencope chips it up for Baru. He's past the defenseman into the left wing side. He looks back for Hassencope. Cut off by the Lions, and out they come. Zachi there to keep it. He sends it in for Hassencope. Off his skate. He flicks it on the backhand. Stopped by the netminder. Rebound just past Baru. Stopped at the point by Stillwagon. He'll turn and fire. Puck gets through multiple players. It sits out in front, battled for, and it finds the back of the cage. It'll be 14 Baru. Baru stopped at the point by Stillwagon. He'll turn and fire. Puck gets through multiple players. It sits out in front, battled for, and it finds the back of the cage. It'll be 14 Baru. All right, some camera issues. We have an SD card issue, I believe. Basically, technical difficulties we're looking to get fixed. Camera trying to read something there. We did miss a goal from Tyavolia to make it 5-0 Pens. 6:25 to play. It's Pegley with the puck at the point. He sends it into the middle looking for Avolia. Comes back to the Penguins D. Lure goes to Pegley. 2 Penguins down at center, and in come the Lions. Lure in the way, but played around him. Goldberg back to get the puck and take some pressure off, and he'll be in all by himself here. He's got some pressure on the back side. He's hooked, but his shot gets off and finds the back of the net. Fending off a player. As he was able to gain, he's got possession of the defensive zone. He'll be in all by himself here. He strikes up the right side. Pressure on the back side. He's hooked, but his shot gets off and finds the back of the net for a penalty. As he gets the shot off low and hard and able to beat the netminder and give the Pens a 6-0 lead. Hopefully the camera issues will subside here with the couple adjustments that we made. Hope you're enjoying the instant replay feature added to the broadcast for today's game. Pens Goldberg with it again in his own end. He's around the Erie defense on the right. He's got Avola with him. He fires one, a beautiful stretching pad save by the netminder. That puck to Pegley at the point. He fires it in towards the net, blocked out front by the Erie defense. Cycling through Straub and Pegley on the wall at center ice. Played into the Pens end where Laurel take possession. He looks to clear it up the right wing side, cut off. He'll try again, gaining possession, working it up for Goldberg around one. He's got Avolia with him. He's around another one. A 2-on-0 develops. Goldberg in, he fires, and that one's covered up by the netminder. A pad save and cover. Zachi, Hassenkope, and Baru, Ulowitz, and Kumnik. Face-off won by the Lions. Pressure from Zachi sends it into the right wing side. It's off a skate and popping out, not getting out of the zone. A keep by Kumnik. He sends it for Hassenkope. Hassenkope gets it to Baru, who sends a shot off a defender wide. Zachi will battle on the wall. Comes out towards Ulowitz. He pressures at the point. Worked out the center, but intercepted by Baru, and he'll look to gain the Erie end. And does. He's in up the left side. He turns and snaps one just wide. Hassenkope to the puck. In the corner, battling there. Turning it and centering it. It pops free and just hops over the stick of Baru to Stillwagon. Stillwagon plays it to his partner, Kumnik. Kumnik dangles, works it back to, that's not Stillwagon, that's Ulowitz. His shot just wide. Hassenkope in behind the net to get it. He battles there. It's worked to the right wing corner of the Erie zone. They look to break out, but it pops back in front for Baru, who sends one just to the right of the netminder. Bodied off the puck was Hassenkope, cut off of the blue line by Ulowitz. He looks for Hassenkope. That's shot just wide. And a body check coming from the Penguins, and we'll head to another penalty kill, it looks like. We got a roughing call coming on Zachi. He'll head to the sin bin for a selfie. 3:31 to play. Period number 3. The Pens Elite leads 6-0 over the Erie Lions. Penguins penalty killers will be Avolia, Straub, Stillwagon, and Lore. Played into the towards the Penguin end, cut off by Straub. It finally gets to the Penguin end where Lore will turn with it. He flips it back to his partner, Stillwagon. He'll look to exit the zone and does. Cut off by Erie, and they look to go in on sides and will. They're up the middle, looking to go around one. He's knocked down, no call. into the right wing corner, a centering pass. Off squish and sent just wide. It'll be Lure to get it, but he's cut off by an Erie forward. Shot from out front sent wide to the squish. Avolia to get there. He'll look to exit the zone and will. He's hammered at the blue line. Pops free. Still wagging there. Pens battle at center ice. Played up into the Penguin end, a 2-on-1. A pass across, just off the stick of the Erie player into the corner. Looking to center it, cut off by Pegley. And he'll skate the heat out of a hot kitchen for the Pens up the right wing side. Looks to center to Avolia. He'll pressure. Pens getting a line change in behind. Erie in on sides, cut off by Pegley. And the Lions are regrouping at center. Still with a player in offsides. Goldberg looks to skate through it, pops free to Baru. He's in the right wing side. He tries to go around the defender and it's cut off by a skate. Erie with two players in behind the Penguins D there briefly, but the D able to regroup. Get in position, it'll pop free to Baru on the left. He's with Goldberg. He's in on sides, cutting from left to right. Across the blue line, fires it back for Goldberg, just out of his reach. Worked back up to the blue line for Kumnick. Kumnick sends it deeper for Goldberg. In behind to Baru. Baru comes out with it, tries to stuff short side. Cut off by the Erie defenseman, and out they come. They play it out, up through center to the stick of Pegley. Penguin power play, or penalty kill over. 1:20 to play in the period. Baru in after the puck. His pressure forces the turnover to Hasenkope, who centers. Goldberg knocked down on the play. Down goes Baru. Erie will look to work it out to center ice. Cut off by Hasenkope. He turns it back into the corner. Baru wins a battle there. He comes out of the corner. He's got Goldberg with him. He looks for him. It's cut off nicely by the Erie defense. Goldberg will battle, though. Pops free for Ulowitz. Ulowitz keeps it in the Erie end briefly, but out come the Lions. A pass to the right wing side, cut off by Hasenkope and sent deep by Erie. Still wagging back to play it. He carries in behind his own cage. Works it to his partner, Ulowitz. Ulowitz will try the right wing side and find Baru. Baru looking for Hasenkope and pops it free. The second attempt comes free. Hasenkope in all alone. He stops, he starts, he looks, he fires it off the pad. Centering pass for Ulowitz broken up. Pops free to Baru. He sends it just wide. Penguins applying pressure. 12 seconds left in the game. Centering pass from Zachi. Pops free to Stillwagon. Stillwagon off a defender. 4 seconds left. Cut off and in come the Lions on a breakaway for 2 seconds and 1. Ulowitz there to break it up. And the squish tender pitches the shutout. A 6-0 win for your Pens Elite team. Nooch